but this is my 볶음밥.
안녕하세요. 저는 케일럽입니다. 반갑습니다. So, everyone, we are starting a new series called KLOVE Cooks. And I'm going to be making Korean food and Cajun food, maybe other food. So, I am not a professional chef, everyone. I'm not a professional chef. I like to do it because I grew up in a home where we cooked a lot. My mom always cooked meals, and I watched her, observed, and I learned how to cook a little. If you don't agree with my cooking style, you can get out of here. No. Sometimes I might not cook it exactly like you, but this is my way of cooking. For today's very first cooking episode is Kimchi볶음밥. Kimchi fried rice. This is a very famous Korean dish. So the recipe I'm using here is kind of family recipe and my own recipe, and yeah, I'm just gonna go with it. So the first thing you need for your cooking is oil. I like using olive oil for most of my cooking, extra virgin. And I am cooking right here because my oven in the back is not positioned well where I can cook and talk. What I like to do first, get the oil a little warm. And my ingredients, I have kimchi, spam. You can use whatever type of meat. Spam's really famous in Korea, especially Koreans love spam. 2 cloves of garlic, or 2 little pieces of garlic. I have dasida. Dasida is Korean beef seasoning. It is so good and it adds so much flavor. 1 tablespoon of sugar. You can use sugar or honey, some kind of sweet to kind of sweeten it up. Gochugaru. Pepper powder. Pepper powder is very spicy, but it adds the kick that you want. And I have some super secret special Cajun seasoning that I like to throw my type of oomph to it. Okay, the oil's heated up, so I'm gonna add my garlic first. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna try getting like 2 cameras eventually. So I like to cook my garlic up a little bit, get it nice and simmery. Just to extract the flavors. And then we're gonna add the kimchi. While the garlic's cooking, you get the kimchi out, you get about 2 spoons of kimchi. 2 dollops of kimchi. What I mean by that is 2 of these bros. 2 spoons of kimchi if you're cooking for 2 people. Pretty much a scoop of kimchi per person. And you like to cut it up, because sometimes kimchi comes in bigger pieces. You just want the garlic to cook in a little with the oil, give it a nice garlicky flavor. Some people don't use garlic in their 볶음밥, but Koreans use a lot of garlic in their food, a ton. And I come from a Cajun household where we use garlic, so I love garlic in my food. Garlic's cooking up a little bit. Now we add our kimchi. Am I doing the right chef style? Sometimes the kimchi doesn't get cut up well enough in the bowl, so I like to just cut it on the pan. I'm being careful about my pan. Don't fuss at me about scratching up my pan. This is a non-stick 5,000won, like $5 pan from Daiso that I've been having for over a year, and it works well. I need a better pan, but hey, what can you say? So what I like to do, I like to let the kimchi cook a little bit, then I add my seasonings. It may look like a lot of seasonings, well, it kind of is a lot of seasonings, but if you want the perfect Kimchi볶음밥, you gotta expand your life a little. Just the kimchi. When you cook kimchi like this in oil, it's called bokum kimchi. Fried kimchi itself is amazing. Add some garlic to it, the flavor is just insane. So now we add our pepper powder. This is about a teaspoon of pepper powder. If you can't handle spice well, it's best not to put too much pepper powder in. And we have sugar. I have around a tablespoon of each. The secret, the key to Kimchi볶음밥, the real true key is dasida. So dasida you can get in a big pack. They also have these small packs here. Dasida is beef seasoning. The beef seasoning just adds this meaty flavor that you're not going to get out of other seasonings. Oil, whenever I add my rice, I'm going to add a little more oil just to get it all mixed well in the pan. I add my Spam. This is about a half a can of Spam. I'm cooking for 2 people. You don't want too much Spam. Spam's so salty and we're adding all this flavor in. Personally, I like my bokkeumbap with maybe bacon or shrimp. You can actually add whatever type. They have shrimp bokkeumbap here. They have bacon bokkeumbap. They have cheese. They have everything. Spam is really famous here. You're gonna hear Ko meowing a little because Ko's just a needy kitty. Oh yeah, it's coming along very good, very good. I wish you could see it better from the top. Now what we're gonna do is add my super secret, about a teaspoon of Cajun seasoning. This is what I like to do when I cook. If I'm cooking for people and they really want traditional Korean style, I won't add my own flavor to it, but in this series I'm gonna add my own cooking just because, hey, it's my series. I'm gonna add a little more oil before I add my rice so it mixes well together. And I'm cooking for 2 people, me and my wife. So I have around 2 cups of rice. You just add it in there, flop it on in there. This is the part that's the easiest. You just got the kimchi and the rice and you mix it up on a pretty low heat. Depends on what you like. Like I said, I'm not professional, so I can't tell you the exact 375 temperature with an ice cube on the side to keep it from burning. This is just raw cooking. This is straight up a Cajun man cooking some fried rice for you, bros. Also, I want to do this more often, so if you have some ideas, leave a comment in the video of something you want me to try to do, or just if you have a Cajun food from Louisiana that you want to see cooked, comment it and I can let you know if I can cook it. Alright, what you got to do now, you just got to make sure it all mixes well together. You don't want the white spots in the rice. It's mixing up pretty well. And at the end, I have one last thing to do for you guys. This is something that not everyone does, but it definitely adds some flavor. My wife kind of taught me this one. We got another ingredient to add. Can you guess what it is? I want you to guess in the comments before I do it, and I'll trust that you guess the right ingredient. So now's the time to guess. What is the secret ingredient? Yeah, it's looking like it's cooking up well. All right, got it almost all mixed up. No more white rice spots. Okay, so we gotta turn off the heat, and now we're gonna add the secret ingredient. Did you guess what it was? The secret ingredient is sesame oil. At the end, you put about a spoon of oil. You don't really cook with sesame oil. This is more of a flavor enhancer. So you put about a spoon in, mix it around, mix it in. It gives that nice sesame flavor to the food. You see this a lot in ganjang kereonbap. Maybe I'll cook that next time, I don't know. Ganjang kereonbap is soy sauce, egg, fried rice. You also put sesame oil in bibimbap. So it looks like we're all about done. Woohoo! I'm just a boy from South Louisiana, but this is my bokkeumbap. Adding my own sound effects. So guys, if you have any questions at all, please leave a comment. And if you liked my video, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And please give me your requests. What Korean foods would you like me to try to cook? I don't know how to cook a lot of foods, but we can find a recipe and cook it together. Thank you for watching. Please, please send the love. KLOVE is out of here.
Delicious.